Hi, everyone. It's Linda from Linda Z's in Arlington Heights, Illinois. I am really excited to be here with you, Teri. I was so thrilled to hear that Teri was in the store today because Teri had the wonderful privilege of going to Bernina University in Dallas, Texas, right? How was it?
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
so much information.
You know, I have been to every Bernina University, but it was very important what I did this year. My grandson, Nicola, who is here, is filming for us, was, what happened, Nick? What was the big thing?
They're not going to hear me, but I got married.
They can't hear you. He got married, and in France with a beautiful ceremony in a castle, a chateau. We had just a wonderful meal and dancing and appetizers and all the French food. It was just fabulous. And then when we got back, we found out that Bernina had introduced this beautiful new, what they call the Bernina 790 Pro. It is, well, I knew because you got a lot of Berninas. When I heard you loved it so much, yes. I said, I got to bring Teri in here and show some of the things. We're only going to show 3 things that we think are phenomenal. One is, I love that word phenomenal. I only use it when I really love something, and this is the time to use it.
This is the time, right?
Now, there is a laser light on here, but it's not just for the laser that it's really important. You said something to me about the fact that it's the only machine that will show you.
It's the only machine in the industry that will show you, it pinpoints where the needle is going to go next, even, and not just a straight line.
Right.
But so if you're doing a zigzag or a blanket stitch, which I'm doing here, it will show you where the next stitch is going to go, which is
and
nice.
That's what's really important when you're doing something like this, because the blanket stitch that she has on here it's very tiny. It's what number? 1309?
1309. Yes.
Yeah, so it's one of the smallest blanket stitches that any sewing machine makes. You can custom make some of these, but it's very tiny. So it's really important for you to see where the next stitch is going to go. So it covers up the edge of your square. Now, they're going to look at this and think we were kind of a little crazy.
Drinking too much or something.
when we cut this out, because it is not square. It's kind of cattywampus, or there is such a word. And we did that. Teri did this for the real reason, because once the second thing we want to show besides the laser, we'll finish this first. Then the second thing is we're going to show you the automatic threading that is just phenomenal. Again, that word. Yeah. And I'm going to use it a 3rd time.
It actually moves the needle into the right position. So you can push it while your needle's down. You can push it while your needle's over to the side, and it's just going to put your needle in the right position. Oh. So you don't have to worry about bending your needle threader ever again.
Oh, wonderful. We really needed that. And then the 3rd thing that we want to show, and the reason why this is we cut this on purpose to make it off center, is because we're going to put it into the magnetic hoop, and we're going to show you how you can morph the design. Like, say this is a quilt block, you can go ahead and quilt in this exact quilt the exact amount, and it will cover it all. So there's really some cute things. This is called the Joy of the Pro. I love their marketing that they did on that, because it really is joyful. So let's go ahead and finish the stitch. She's already gone along one. She's turned the corner, and it's a perfect corner. That's what you did 2 corners, and it's perfect.
Yeah,
we didn't think about it until afterwards, and I am the one that said to Teri, sure, that color's great. And then realizing that it is a red laser, but it still shows up.
It shows up very well.
Yeah.
Because it's light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a light.
And it's blinking. It blinks when the next stitch comes in. That's what's so amazing. And so now this is the important part, because she's coming to that corner. And then what she's going to do is put that needle down. Now, if you have your knee left lever on, we don't use it here because it's pretty hard to when we're standing up like this. But I would always use my knee lift lever so I can pivot now and turn the fabric. And now it's just going to go right down to the next edge. And it'll be absolutely perfect when we get to the end. That, to me, is one of the great parts about the Bernina stitch precision. They are amazing when they do. Their Swiss engineering is really, really amazing. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh, so now you're going to show us the thread. Now, again, hold this up and let me put it right here so you can see it. Now you can see it's definitely off center, this corner, but that's the great part about this. We're going to show you, like, look at this. We morphed this. It's called morphing. And we actually, this is actually cork, and it's on a little zippered purse. And what's great about it is the whole entire design is filling this different design. I guess you'd call it a diamond or kind of an odd-shaped diamond, but it really is a pretty one. And then you can see here, share the joy. I love what they've done. So you go ahead now and show them the threading on this.
Okay, so
very
I
simple.
came down to threading the needle, and I'm just gonna pull it up here like this, cut that off, and there's a button right here, threading needle. Push it, it moves the needle where it should be. Perfection every time.
Can I use that word again?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Okay.
You
All right.
can.
So we had 3 of them. And look
then
at how
I'm
cool
going
that is.
To change the bobbin.
So she's going to change the bobbin. While she does that, I'm going to show you, because we want a little heavier thread so we can show you the design that's going to be on this. We're going to use a yellow thread, which is not probably the best color on there, but you can see we did a design in this hoop already. This is their hoop with the little clamps on it. Very easy to get on and off, and really you can just move it from quilt block to quilt block once it's already quilted. We're just doing one here, but it'll give you an idea of how easy it is to change. And look at how pretty this is, back and front. It's almost impossible to tell which is which. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this in the block. Does it matter any which way, Teri, that I put this on? I guess not. We kind of cut it a little bit short, but that's okay. It doesn't, these clamps really hold it in place, which is a nice feature on the clamp hoop. If you guys don't have this clamp hoop yet, you can get it for your other machines. I would highly encourage it. It really is. We've been using this over and over in our demonstrations because people can't believe it. They see it and they go, what? What kind of a hoop is that? I've never seen one. They call it magnetic, but it really is just this clamping. I don't know why they call it. Oh, yeah. And you're going to use which foot, Teri?
The 26, which is the embroidery foot.
Okay, because there's a new, I guess I have a
new embroidery,
fourth thing I should say, but the new embroidery foot is really nice because they made it bigger. And the reason they did that is so that you can actually see the laser when it's actually embroidering. It's an amazing thing what it'll do. Okay. And now we have the hoop all set and ready to go. You can see how quick and easy that was. If you wanted to move it from side to side, again, it's one of the quickest things that you can do. So now the embroidery unit is attached. I can see this little red laser so easy. I love the new foot. What's it called? The 26L?
I think so. 26 laser.
Okay. And I know that the only way you can get it right now is with the machine. I think it'll be available later, but the main reason is because it shows up the laser so well. So what we're going to do is take one of the designs that are built into the machine that would be normally quite square, right? So let's pull one out. I know you've got a couple that you like. Yeah.
There's a quilting designs here. This comes out. It should be a square, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, looks perfectly square to me.
So we're gonna,
except this is not.
Right. If we put that in here, it's not going to be so. And it's not straight either. Yeah, so I'm going to go into the information, and I'm going to go, this is a pinpoint placement icon.
Ooh, this is new.
To that. And you can either do 2-point pinpoint placement, but that came with the plus models, but this is new. This is the 4-point skew, I think it's called. And even though this isn't squared off, it will skew this to make it work. So first of all, I'm going to go to this. And then I'm going to move that laser dot to my top left-hand corner.
Oh, now it's making sense. I was wondering how in the world, Because I have not actually done this yet. So Teri, I'm so glad you're showing me.
So I'm right on the corner. So I say that I like it. Go to this one. And I'll make this one go to the right spot. Just making this position right to the corner. And I like it. So I'm going to go to the next one. This is super intuitive and super, what's wrong with it?
Look at that, easy. No, I'm thinking it was going to be really difficult. She's going to show me how to do this, but
No,
I love it.
It's so easy.
This little laser light is so easy to see. And we're on red fabric.
Yeah. And
so, yeah, you can see
so I like it.
Touch it.
And this, I'm just using the length knobs and the width knobs to move this.
Oh, very simple. Doesn't take long at all.
No. Okay, now. Okay, so now it's all set. And now I push the I, get rid of that. And right now it's showing that it's
look at that.
Yeah, and you would think, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I have it. And so right now I have it so it would go edge to edge, and that's not really what I want. I want it to come in a little bit.
Sure.
So
you want a little border.
Right, so now we have this button right here that gives, so now it's going to be an 1/8 inch margin, a 1/4 inch margin.
Oh, nice.
A half. I kind of like I think I like the half. And all the way up to 1.5 inches or a quarter.
Sure, quarter's fine.
Okay,
yeah.
so now it's gonna.
Simple. Wow, and that's it. We put yellow thread on here because I know it's not the best color for what we're doing, but we really wanted you to see it, and boy, it is showing up beautifully.
Yeah, that's a good color.
I mean, look how it's got the 1/4 inch. You can just see that it's definitely, even with the rounded, the circles in the leaf, it's perfect. Oh gosh, this is
I love it.
so
I know.
Cool.
It's really, really nice. I love that it skews it. It doesn't keep it a square anymore.
Boy, oh
It
boy.
goes to your shape, not the machine's.
Right. Now, I know there are some of you out there that really want this machine. I know I've talked to a few of you. We did sell our very first one, and it was really a fun experience because this was a Bernina person, and we do have them in stock. So we hope that you'll call us and definitely talk to us about it. We do take trade-ins. There are wonderful, wonderful values right now. We have an introductory sale, and all you have to do is call. You can call the store. You've got that number, I'm sure. And talk to Mary. She's one of our managers, or actually anybody can help you. I just hope you can have as much fun as we are having. Now, Teri has a lot of Bernina. I have a lot of Bernina. And I will tell you, when we saw this, every one of us said, we've got to have this machine. You can see how beautiful it is filling in the design. And this is not a real big square. I mean, what is it, like 4x4? If Cattywampus 4x4.
Yeah, right. Some sides a little bigger.
So you can imagine if you did the whole square, the whole entire quilt, I think it would be absolutely incredible. And again, I can't emphasize, we have got not just one layer of fabric, but we have batting in here, and then we have the backing. So this would be just as if you had already put your quilt together and you're doing one of the squares on your quilt. When this is done, which it almost is, then what you're going to do is you're just going to do exactly what I did before, is take those clamps off and just move it over to the next square, because your quilt will already be done. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, Teri.
So nice. I love it.
Oh,
I think that's just incredible how it can just skew it. And
look at this. I mean, it is just, see, here's the angle. So you can do, it would really be fun to do a whole quilt with all kinds of different angles and different shapes.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But for those if you know, it's a beginning quilt and the
Yeah.
squares aren't perfect, you could make them look perfect.
Yeah,
with that.
exactly. All right. Well, I hope this has been helpful, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And again, plant this little seed into your brain, because I think you're all going to want one of these. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.